The only thing I remember doing through. No, when remember Igor didn't used to have a cooldown.
Heads in the clouds.
So the reason I made this deck is because Cleaver's muscle went to 6, and I was like, wait a second. If I have 1 scribe on the board, Cleaver becomes a 2-for-1 spender. If I have 2 scribes, Cleaver becomes a 3-for-1 spender. If I have 4 scribes, Cleaver becomes a money printing machine. Or Cleaver becomes free, 6 for 0. But every time it goes to 0, it triggers Sesames, and so that's the deck. The rest of it is how do I get there? Gandalf playing Melitele. Wholesome. Yes, that is correct, Nikita. Like, if you let me get all the cards I want, like just Townsfolk on the board with King of Beggars, it's 12 charges times the number of Townsfolk if you can trigger your tributes. And then Novigrad and Reuven's Treasure are each 1 point a turn per Townsfolk. And then every time you spawn something, you get 1 coin from each scribe. So if you have 3 scribes and 3 townsfolk, when you spawn something, you get 9 points. In addition to the spawning of the thing. And like, this order has a spawn, this is a spawn, this is a spawn, this is a spawn, right? You could play Disciples also, I just don't because I ran out of, I found I ran out of space.
Could you say? I thought you'd never ask.
I couldn't kill either. I only had 4 damage. Oh, you mean with this? No, I'm not contesting the round. I'm not beating Melitele in a round 1 when they have this stuff on the board. I'm just getting carryover. It's arguably worth killing that, but
I pass on every 10th round.
But in general, if you're trying to contest a round, this is the one you kill. If you're trying to reduce carryover boosts, this is the one you kill. And then if you're trying to reduce the power of his push, this is the one you kill. Yeah, it's Mithrandir himself. Where'd Kung Fu go now? Oh, you guys can see him from the side. Put on a little weight.
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
So Melitele got nerfed and it's still getting played. Melitele and Teleports got nerfed. Lost 3 provisions. Didn't skip a beat. Because you know how you actually nerf it? You nerf Istrid. But these guys don't know how to nerf stuff. The only American in top 50. I'm not trying to be in top 50. I'm playing piles. Most Americans have quit playing, thanks to the council.
What do you think, dearest? It matches your eyes.
Slay dragons, 'tis our nightly duty.
Officials time out. Mop up the blood slick.
Tricks like these.
Bollocks. It's my last quill. My wrist is killing me.
Up the tree you go, lad. Quick,
I mean, it's...
retrieve my bolt.
Are there any other, like, have there been any other American players aside from me and Shinmiri? Yeah, I think Crash requested these. Somebody requested them. It was Constantinus. You said okay. Thanks, Crash. Red Rain, yes. Red Rain was like Red Rain and Trinet.
The anatomical changes slightly exceed my expectations.
This should be like 5 billion points.
Man's got the wares, if you've got the coin.
Not one escapes. Got it?
When can I hero pass?
My great-granddaughter will
Be
do
yourselves,
great
only better.
Five ounces of fistic. What? 3 more copies?
That one. He venerates not the fire. You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
146 to 25. But the problem is he kept all his leader charges. The Kiki Sabbath deck? Yeah, mostly. I've played a decent amount of Renew on Caranthier.
What do you think, dearest? It matches your eyes.
Do you think the situation a jest? To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
Infernal.
Gold shines brightest in the presence of fire.
Bollocks. That was my last quill.
Yes, P just followed.
Yes, me. Thank you for the follow. LeBron, welcome to the chat. He says, "Hey man, I quit going back when Homecoming released. What's the state of the game like these days? Those wars ended. Glad to see people still playing." Yeah, so there's a monthly balance patches still. They're done by community vote, and the game's pretty active. I don't ever have trouble finding games or anything. Here's like a compendium of resources. Here's like my current meta report. I do one every month. And there's a bunch of tournaments, like there's Community Masters, organized by Melitele. Oops, I think that should be.
You shall be renounced by kin, condemned by your children.
A few things more satisfying than a kill from a distance.
Also, there was a question I missed. How the hell did they thin to 3 cards? It's Melitele, that's what they do. There was this thing, these two, this,
More important
this.
this.
Hey, Lulu. I gotta show you something, but you gotta promise me you're not gonna attack it. So Derp, this morning, in his chest floof, there was a little brown thing, and I grabbed it, and like I didn't have contacts in it, and I was like, "Is this dirt?" I smelled it, and didn't smell like dirt, so I put it down, and he like pet it a little bit, and didn't attack it, and so we adopted it. It's a slug, and his name is Kung Fu, and you are not to eat it. Do not lick, Lulu. Soul Hipster warned me about this. He said you might try to eat it.
I'm a dwarf of business. Next time it'll be personal. You're lucky to keep your feet. Get out, you bald-faced baby. Next time it'll be personal.
To slay dragons, 'tis our nightly duty.
Our time
No!
claim victory.
Lulu, you monster! He's Derp's friend. Derp asked if we could keep him, and I said yes. Melitele versus one townsfolk. Who's stronger?
To marry.
19 charges.
It's the journey that matters most.
It's not enough, Gandalf. That's not enough. Just do the math and leave already. You're short 2 points, son. Oh, 1 point. You're short 1 point. World champion, boys and girls. Can't stop the townsfolk. No one can stop the townsfolk except pirates, but no one else can stop the townsfolk. Not Dagon, not Melitele. Bring on Torres. No, don't bring on Torres. Please don't Torres.